guys, what's up? I'm Michael. I believe I have everything about ready to go this week. Let me make sure everything's coming up. Here we go. Come on. Alright, I can mute that. I gotta reload, make sure I'm in the correct configuration quality. There we go. Alright, it is time for my Wednesday art stream. And today I am going to be doing Snoopy from the Peanuts. And I am going to be doing him a little bit different than what a lot of people do, or everybody seems to draw him laying on his back on his doghouse. I want to incorporate his doghouse. I want to incorporate Woodstock as well, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So let's get started. So I've actually centered my paper here. I got a new tool. This is called a zero centering ruler, and you match either side to the same place, and you know that's the center. So I've been testing this out, and I put myself a little cross in the center, and maybe that'll help me align things a little bit. I do need a ruler. There we go. I want to try to keep this, it into a certain place on the paper, so I have to measure out and all. Also, this stream starts the brand new live art replays that are not with my overlay on them. Well, the Blue Jay started it from last week, but I was using my old camera, and I have a new camera, a Canon Vixia HFG20, and I've been saving up since January actually to get this thing, and I purchased the little Sanyo 720 camera I have back in January on my birthday, and I ended up, I love that camera, but I don't like a lot of things about it. I hate the fact that it doesn't have 1080p, so that was something that I really disliked. So what I'm going to do is I have a remote, and when I start to draw, I'm actually going to go on and press my remote, and that way I'll have a good 1080p video of this up later, a time-lapse or a speed art video. Hello, Fairma. Thank you for following. So let me get started. I am going to say I want his house to be about right here, I think. So I want his house to start about here. And welcome to the stream, Fairmont, by the way. And I think I'm going to put the bottom of his house about right here. And let me get a straight line for that. Alright. That's a little too wide. Let's see. I think I'll go on and that should be good for the top. And how are you doing today? And I will be coloring this with alcohol markers. Okay. I'm going to go on and put this about here. Alright, now the bottom of the house always has grass up under it, so I'm going to go on and sketch that into. Trying to sketch really lightly. This paper is hard to erase on. I want to do my own take on this, so this looks more like fire than grass, but when I actually start it, I think it'll look better. I'm going to have a light color where this is, and then go over it with a dark color. Okay, let's see here. Just going to go on and put it out here about like that. So let me go on and erase part of this. Now I am going to ink this as well, so those lines won't matter as much, and I'll be able to do a better erasing after I get everything in here. Alright, let's go on and throw in the side of it a little bit. Let me actually cut another light on. Well, nope, not that one. Let me cut this one on. Alright. So from here, Snoopy is, well, let me see. I'm going to mark out some lines on here. And then he's always got two here. Snoopy is usually laying down on top of it. I'm not going to draw him that way. I'm going to, as I said, do him with wood stock, but he's going to be setting up. And let's see, to make him setting up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw his feet first. Let me make sure that my lighting is not killing it. Let me fix that right quick. Okay, that's a little odd, but I'll leave it right there. If it starts changing up too much, then I'll go on and try to fix it again. Let me know if it's a little bit off or something. But anyway, he's got his feet here, and his feet just sort of, his legs just sort of come back here. So his body is basically, I'm going to go on and draw a connecting line. His body Snoopy actually has a belly, so his body's going to be like this, and I'm going to make it like that. Have his little tail coming out here. Now, as I said, I'm going to make this mine, so I am giving him a different look. Now, I have had a beagle before, and they have rounded tails, and everybody draws him with a weird little tail, but I'm going to go on and make him with the rounded tail. And Snoopy's got a patch of black on his butt here, and he's got a, it's like a black collar. I love the Peanuts, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy, and this some of my favorite cartoons. So what I'm going to do is, over here he's going to have an arm sticking out, and then right here he's got his other arm like this. Make sure that looks right in a minute. And I'm just going to draw a C shape for his hand right now. Then add little fingers and a thumb. Okay, so over here I'm going to do the same thing, just draw a C shape, and then I'm going to embellish that into a hand. And right here, let's see here, right here he's going to have Woodstock in his arm. And Woodstock has got a very odd shaped head, and then his little body is going to be just coming out here. And let's see if I can't get this. Just like that. And I'll go back in and actually put in some. Oop, that made him look mean. Let's not do that. So little Woodstock's going to be here, and then I'm going to give him some hair, some feathers on his head, I guess. Then Snoopy has, let's see here, it's a weird shaped head. I'm going to come up just a little bit from his collar and sort of loop around. His head is actually, if you really want to be honest, it's like a peanut. So let's see here if I can do this correctly. Go on, and don't want it to be that big, maybe right there, and then sort of reminds me of Dino's head actually. Okay, and then he's got this ear that juts off back here. Alright. And then he's got a nose right here. It's sort of like a bulb almost. And his little eyes are usually, they look like they just have a little period, and then, or just a little bitty dot, and then a loop over top of it, like a backwards apostrophe or something. So now let's make him smiling. And his ears are actually white around the edges and then black on the inside. That'll work. And I think that might be my Snoopy. Let's see here. Looks pretty good on the camera. Alright, let's go on and start adding in some more details with the pens. I need to find, there we go. Had to find my other pen. If you can hear my stomach growling, I'm sorry about that. This is probably going to be one of my shorter videos or live streams. I am really busy this week doing a bunch of other stuff, trying to catch up. I'm actually composing some new music. I've got a new piano song I'm working on. And let's see here. I'm going to play some music for you while I stream. Alright, here we go. I really love this 005 liner. It is, to me, it's really awesome because I can go in and get the finest details I could possibly want with it. I'm going to leave the back of his arm off there a little bit. Okay. And what is fan art if you can't make it your own? I mean, it's always my favorite thing to do. Actually, is take one of my favorite cartoons and make some art and put my own twist on it. Does his tail have, no, his tail is just solid white, so we're going to do that. And I think I actually made his feet a little bit big, so I think I'm going to go back in and erase those out. If I can find my, there it is, erase these out and put in something a little bit different. His feet should actually be back about right here, I think. Maybe like that. Okay, see if I can't figure out what I'm doing here. I want to do this one first because it's closer to us. So his feet actually have a little heel on them as well. All right. Toes like that. Let's do his other arm. Okay, and I think I am done with that pen. Put this mute that a little bit, cut it down a little bit. I didn't realize that one was so loud. I think what I'm going to do is do some of the outline of the other stuff with the brush pen. I think it'll work better. I did not do something I was supposed to. Let's see here. I wanted his tongue sticking out, and I didn't think to draw it right because I stick my tongue out all the time, and I just wanted to sort of add my own personal touch to it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if these are straight. I'm actually trying to make them a little bit wiggly. That's just how the stuff is done. It looks like usually. I'll do the stuff down here a little bit different than the house itself. that. That's kind of odd. The 01 actually looks smaller than the 005. It's not, but for some reason it's doing things a little bit different. Maybe it's because it's an older pen. I think what I'm going to do is allow the green to just come off the end here. So let me give this a minute to dry maybe, and I'm going to go on and start erasing out some stuff up here. He's looking better already without all that pencil in him. Let me try to zoom in on him a little bit more. Alright, there we go. I was really in the mood just to do a cartoon thing, so I've been doing a lot of more realistic stuff here lately. I just wanted something a little bit different. Alright, that should be about all of my erasing there. Let me pull this back down a little bit here. I think what I'll do is just have it coming down here so you can't really see that came over. Alright. I believe I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up for coloring. And we'll start with my lighter green tone. Now I've chosen two colors, 2 greens, 2 reds, 2 yellows, and 2 grays to do this with. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's see if I can clean that out a little more. Oops. There we go. Maybe there too. Alright. I wanted to do Snoopy because the Peanuts Halloween special is one of my favorites, and I've been thinking about it a lot here lately, so. I might have to actually put it in while I work on my music. And all music played on my channel I have wrote myself, so if anybody is wondering that. Let's see how this end is going to work. The one thing I really don't like about these markers is that they make it hard to get an even color if you use the chisel tip. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to go back over this with some darker greens, and then I'll come back with that lighter green again and sort of blend them. And trying to not go with the rest of it. I just want some greens in different places. Sure to get around that area there where I had that mistake. I often say a good piece of art is a lot of mistakes that actually worked. So now I'm going to blend this back a little bit with this. I am actually purposely coming out of the lines. Alright, let's do the house. I think I'm actually going to need another red besides ones I picked. We'll need a third one. That'll work. So what I'm going to do is first come over this part that I want to be the darkest. I want to put it in first. Alright, that's all I need for that one. Okay. Now I have to figure out where I want shadows to be, and I think I want the shadows to be on this side over here. So what I'm going to do is sort of go on and bring this down a little bit more. That is a shadow there, but it's to me it's a darker area in every single reference image I've seen of it. So what I'm going to do is make this part here that darker color too. Actually, I tell you what, I think I'm going to make this entire area here that darker color. That might actually be a better red for the white color. Okay. Let's see here. All right. I think I'm going to put some of the red right up under the black here as well, or this darker red anyway, because the other one I'm going to go over it with is a little bit lighter than this. There we go. That's better. Let me try that here. Let's see how my other red works with that. I think when I blend it, it's going to make it almost the same, which is sort of what I want. I just want that to be slightly darker in those areas. What I'll do to fix that is actually go back in with this. Guess I better be a little bit more careful. don't know about everybody else, but I love Halloween. I love seeing all the decorations and stuff and all the Halloween shows. And if it was up to me, we would have Halloween year round. Okay. Go on, grab this edge. I am going to try to use this chisel edge for this. I don't feel like doing that same thing over and over 100 times, so let's just see how it works. Maybe if I can do that in a smoother motion, it'll work better for me. Working pretty good. Okay. I do want to go over this with that. I think what I'm going to do is try to get around this grassy area first. Trying not to get my head in the shot. I will be right back. I have to go grab my dog. Oops. He is hollering to get in. Hello. Say hello, everybody. Kipper says hello. You gonna get on the table? Alright, if you're gonna get down, then go down there. What I think I like about cartooning so much is there's no real pressure to get anything exactly right. It's all up to interpretation, and you can really do what you want to. Speaking of sort of cartoon type things, they said that there was a Muppet show on last night, and I tried my best to find it, and I never could find it. If anybody knows of a place like on the internet where they are having a replay of it, or they have a video of it, like on whatever station it was on or whatever, if you would, send me a link to that, please. Okay, I can do one more swipe. By the way, next week I will be streaming more. This week I am just super busy, unfortunately. Alright, I think he's looking pretty good so far. I think I'm actually going to give him a red collar. This is going to be a little hard for me to do probably, so I'm going to have to get up here in this shot. The way I have to lay my paper so that both cameras can pick it up and everything, it's really hard to see sometimes. Working on the easel sometimes is so much easier than on a desk. Now, I'm almost done. Okay. Oops. Let's see here. That's way too bright pink. Let's see about this color. I think I'll go with that one. PP3. What can I put with it? Maybe that one. That'll work. what PP is. It's pale peach, maybe? Pale pink? Let's see here. I need to erase a little more up here, I think. I don't think I'm going to need the other gray that I had pulled out. Actually, I am going to use it up under him. That'll work just fine because I can blend it back in. Not much I can really do since this is white paper, but I'm still going to put it on here. Alright, let's go on and add a little bit of this over here. Hopefully this will show up a little bit better. Alright. Let's see, maybe down here put a little bit of this in as well. What I'm going to do is sort of pull the white across here, and I'll come back in the other way as well. Like that. And now I think if I go back over that a little bit with this, that it'll still stand out, but it'll make it a little bit different looking. If it goes into the red, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So, you can still see it, and it's not too bad. So I like that. Let's take the red and go back over this a little bit now. See if that helps it any. I think what it'll do is when it starts to actually dry, that will, it might sort of still highlight it, and that's what I'm hoping for. If not, I can just go back over it with that pencil if I can find it. Where did I put it? Okay, you can see it's starting to come back in. So let's go on and add a little bit more back over it though. Just like that. Just enough to give it a little highlight. Press down a little harder to get it. There we go. There we go. Now I do need to come over that black outline with that. There we go. I'm going to go on and kill the music, and I'm right at an hour. I think I've done pretty good. Let's go on and put his name on here. I think what I'm going to do is maybe put it I think what I'm going to do is put it down here. Okay, and I'm going to pull out another pen to sign it with this time. Okay. Let me zoom out so you can see that. And I am loving this new camera I got. It is just really awesome. It makes really, really good videos. So, alright though, I think that is about it. I'm sorry that this is such a short stream today, but I really have to get back to work on my other stuff, and I am going to be doing a stream at least 3 days next week. I am going to do one on Monday, and I know on Wednesday. I'll try to do one on Tuesday and Thursday as well. And yeah, there we go. So see you later.